Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Hi, I'm Bob Cram. Today we're going to take a look at Soundstage, which is for the HTC Vive. It's a music composition tool which enables you to do a little bit of basic jamming. You can't really make fully fledged tunes just yet. Hopefully the developer will include a bit more complicated stuff for advanced players. But as a basic sort of tool for putting together a few drum beats and sounds together and a few of your imported samples, it's quite cool to play with. Now, there's a lot of possibilities with this. If you could get sort of a multiplayer session going as well, so you could have someone else chip in and do some stuff so you can jam together. First things first, though, I must say the quality of my microphone is not very good. I'm using the HTC Vive inbuilt microphone, so you'll have to excuse that. But I'm really not going to talk much. There are other guides that you can look at. I will just basically give you a rundown of what you can see in front of you. Also, the second thing you have to bear in mind when watching this video, this is a big warning, that because I'm nodding my head to the music, the view is going to be bouncing up and down while I'm nodding my head to the music. It's one of those unavoidable things. I doubt I'll be able to just tap my foot. I'll try, but the music just automatically makes me nod my head. So you'll have to excuse it, which doesn't make very good viewing, I'm afraid, because it just makes the view bounce up and down. Right, with that out the way, let's explain a bit what's going on here. I'll take a blank canvas here over in this section. So you can call up your menu, set your tempo with the metronome, and you've got things like a keyboard, sequencer, maracas, control cube, tapes, splitter, drums, mixer, recorder, sampler, and speaker, and oscillator, which I've all used around here. So your main point of entry is the sounds. So you'll grab a sampler, you'll go to the bank, and what's so great about this program is that you can put them anywhere you like. So if, you want to make a bank of sounds up here, you've got all the space you could use. You can put them all neatly. Let's get another one and put that there, just to give you an example. So you can have a rack of sounds, just place them there all nice and neat, and then put your sounds in there. And then basically you've got a whole selection of sounds here. Now there's not a loads of sounds you can use. So there's a various amount of sounds, drums. And then obviously, as I said, you can import your own sounds. So basically, if you like a particular sound, you just grab it, stick it in, and it will play. You get this preview, which will keep looping. I'm hoping that eventually there'll be a way to just play it once rather than keep it looping, because that can get annoying if you're trying to put stuff together. So you get an idea. Now, if you want to loop that into a sequence, you grab a sequencer, which we'll put here for now. So you can see it counting in time to the 169 beats per minute. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you want more complex beats here, as you can see here, I've increased the range to 4 times. So there you go. It's a bit more so you can add a bit more complicated beats by upping the 4 times amount or 2 times amount, or even slow it down to half beats, quarter beats as well. Right. So what you do then, we've got the basic kick drum, put it into there, and then we connect it over to here, and we'll add it. So that will now trigger that sample. So if we add another one there, you get a basic kick drum sound. And then if you want to put a closed hat, just get that. Just add that to there. So you get an idea. That's how you just get a basic beats together. Obviously, you can then add whatever, you can increase the length of the sequencer, add more stuff to it. And again, as I said, you can speed it up. You get the point. Right, so we're going to get rid of all that though. So let's just unplug that. So that gives you a basic idea of the sequencer. Then you can get a keyboard and the oscillator. You can kind of tweak the frequency as well a bit. And then obviously you can play with drums. You could connect the drum sounds to the pads and play those yourself, which is quite interesting. All right, so let's get rid of all these. Don't need all this here. It's cluttering up my studio. As you can see, very easy just to put them away, grab and just put them in the bin and close it off. And there we are, back to normality. Now you can see all the wires that are connected, so you've got to manually connect them to each component. So let's see what I've got here then. So I've got my beats together. Unfortunately, there's no mute option for each sound on the sequencer. It would be very handy to be able to do that. There might be a way to do that using the mixer, but I haven't worked out how to do that. So it'd be nice to be able to just mute the track to help you. So let's see what's playing. So I have to mute it sort of manually here by looking at what's open. So here's all my beats, and here's my sound effects. So let's just get that playing. So that's the basic beat. Okay, so I think that gives you a little demonstration of some basic kind of beats that you can do with Soundstage. It's available now, early access. So let me just go through some things that I think would make it much better. Obviously, having a sequencer that will stay in front of you and it will play through a whole track rather than just these repeated loop here that we have of about 8 bars, I think, if that. So you could stand here and then you can then copy and paste maybe sections, cut and paste, and then you construct your song as a whole composition rather than a small loop. As you can probably notice at the end there, having to fiddle with the volume, a bit more of a sensitive on-off switch rather than the dial would be quite handy, or a mute button. Obviously things like an effects bank and proper mixer would be quite useful as well. But as a basic kind of jamming tool, it's good fun, and it's very easy to use. It might look a bit complicated, but it's very easy to use. I mean, I've got basic skills here in this program, so you can see it's quite easy to get stuff together. Okay, I'm Rob Cram. Thanks for watching. You can get this on Steam now. Soundstage, go check it out. I assume it will come to the Oculus Rift as well once the touch controllers come out. But yeah, this is a pretty cool tool to mess around with. Just one last thing, I didn't show you the envelopes that you can change on the keyboard, which is so you can do all sorts of stuff with the keyboard, and you can obviously put other sounds into the keyboard as well, and obviously you can play the drums. I've already said that. Okay, I'm out of here.